Bros.
Hey!
We're back with Kingdom Hearts 2 after 3 or 4 years. We're doing it.
I can't believe it.
So Parker
I can't believe it.
and Spencer are here to
Yep.
our modern viewers
No
who
Ben.
know
No
what's
Brandon.
going on. Yeah, no
I
Brandon.
bet there's been people out there that have just been waiting on pins and needles.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just like when I started FF7 and they're like, but,
Here we go! Oh.
but.
So just as a reminder of where I stopped at Beast Castle. I'm almost done with it. I'm doing the Disney Worlds again, the second visit. They're pretty short. You only do like 1 or 2 bosses and then you're done. And we're playing on critical mode, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. You're basically a glass cannon where enemies deal a lot of damage to you, but you also deal a lot of damage, and they change up abilities and give you a lot of ability points. But yeah, let's get started.
Let's talk to Beast.
To a cutscene, which
Hey,
is...
Beast.
Hey, Beast. Does Sora sound the same in KH3?
Come on, you need to hear this.
It definitely sounds like he's 13 years
You used to
older,
be
and he's still
fearless.
trying to sound
You
like he's a
would have given your life
15-year-old.
to save
That was the worry.
Don't you know what that meant to us?
The voice acting...
You
Okay,
gave us
so
all
at this
courage.
point, Kingdom Hearts 3 has come out. So
Maybe
that is definitely a big thing.
What a delay!
Oh boy.
So, honestly...
I think we probably, every other part before this, we complained about KH3 never coming out,
Probably.
and it's literally out!
So, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I played it,
Remember
I
what
think
it
it
was like before
is
Bell lived
okay.
I mean, it
But
just
it made
could
me-
never live up to that
Yeah,
hype.
See?
it made me want to
You
play this
can't
game
give
again,
up.
which is
Not
honestly the
now.
reason why I restarted this LP.
I know one thing.
I was playing this game for a couple hours today and last week, and this game is amazing.
Something will never be welcome
But
here.
Spoilers.
I want to finish.
There's a
this.
spoiler question I'm going to ask Trevor for
Oh, by the
Kingdom Hearts
way.
3, okay?
Oh, never mind.
Spoilers. There's a spoiler question. Okay, so skip about 30 seconds. Is it true that there are literally no Final Fantasy characters?
There are no Final Fantasy characters.
Dude, that's so crazy.
They got rid of it, and there's no real explanation why at all.
So it's just Disney. Like, it's not a Square game anymore.
It's just... I mean, it has Kingdom Hearts characters, obviously.
What Kingdom Hearts characters? Like
it has Sora and all the
Yeah,
organization.
okay, whatever. But it doesn't have any Squall or Yuffie or Sid or anything
Nope,
like that.
they're
Wow.
just not there. And some iconic worlds, like Hollow Bastion, which is a really important world in both this game and
Oh, yeah.
2.
Even I know that.
Just not in 3. It's not even mentioned.
Wow.
So I think that the corporation... I can't even speak. How corporate Disney has become in the last 13 years has definitely affected Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot. But
After all,
you kind of just have to assume more than
you
anything.
had me worried.
Parker over here
afraid you'd
defending
given
Disney,
up for
and I'm just
good.
like...
I mean, I think Disney's great. They should own everything
What do you guys really
in the
want?
world.
Disney certainly has a lot more money than when we
Yes.
this game came out
When
in
Kingdom
2006.
Hearts is ours,
So the
we
best
can exist
Disney movie
fully
by far
and
is Bolt.
completely.
Bolt? Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, Parker was talking about how
So
he
you
hates
see,
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
That's
not like
why
Beauty
we
and the
need
Beast.
Your heartless
It's-
I mean,
your-
Tears movie's better than Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch. I could go. There's so many better movies.
It's tough to live in a world with opinions this poor. It's tough.
Moana is better than
Oh,
this.
get out of here.
Look, the problem is, your kids have watched a lot of recent Disney movies too much that they're ruined for you.
They don't watch that many Disney, though.
But the ones they've watched are ruined. Whereas, they don't watch Beauty and the Beast very much, so maybe you haven't been ruined on that one. But, Moana's great, but unfortunately, it was on a million times in a row.
I mean, I also think that Nightmare Before Christmas is the best movie of all time. Because I've watched it the most of any movie of all time.
You've watched Coraline more than you've
Yeah,
watched
you're right.
that
Coraline is a little more. Look at this guy's sideburns. Also, this game looks really nice in the HD remaster.
It does. I mean, I think this game for a PS2 game is one of the best looking games because of the art style and the animation. But bringing it to HD, especially 60 FPS, which is not a thing in the PS2 release.
Or the PS4. Get it? Because then now.
So,
now it's 60.
also where I stopped when I stopped LP a couple years ago, the next boss is one of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion, and I think subconsciously I was like, I don't want to do this boss.
I quit.
So, we're gonna see what happens. I did do this boss a couple times today. and it's hard.
This is where Belle falls in love with Sora.
Belle is literally me when I'm at work.
Wait,
and I'm just
what's
like,
the lead character's name in this one?
Sora.
Oh, it is Sora. Okay. Is it Sora in the first one too?
It's Sora's the main character of Kingdom Hearts for basically every game except for one.
Okay. That's Gaston? He looks way better.
No one. Oh, yikes. Oh, we're at the little castle. Look at that.
And I guess just to kind of like remind ourselves of what the plot's going on. The plot doesn't matter. Who cares? But basically, these guys in the black hood are the Organization 13. They want to complete Kingdom Hearts, and they're manipulating Sora into defeating a bunch of Heartless because it releases hearts and goes to Kingdom Hearts. And that's about it.
Alright.
On the road.
And they're manipulating these guys like the Beast because they could become a very powerful Heartless and nobody for the organization. And yeah. Who cares?
Oh, Belle!
Oh,
Based.
yeah, okay.
Good one, Belle.
Is he chasing? Slams Belle into the floor.
By the way, I want to remind you that, look at Beast's nose. What does it remind you of? Oh, I guess he wants it.
What is it?
I wonder.
So,
Nice tassels, bro.
every organization, what is it, 13?
Yeah.
Every organization 13 member is the most...
Why is he holding two stabs in the other? So this is the boss you didn't want to fight?
this boss is hard. So as you can see,
you're wrecking him.
well, it doesn't matter because I die in 2 hits.
Oh!
Hey, he's giving you a chance to actually attack him.
Go away. Go
Oh!
away. Go
Oh!
away. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Woo!
Not doing too bad.
So like I having since Kingdom Hearts 3 is out, even though I've never played any of these, I've seen a lot of Kingdom Hearts memes recently, and like the Daffy Duck, like not help Donald Duck not helping at all meme. Is that like I mean, are they supposed to be doing something? Are they doing anything?
They're in critical mode, not really. Donald Duck is definitely a lot more helpful because he can cure me.
Got it.
My god, critical mode. Yeah, I feel like they spend 90% of the battle just healing each other.
No.
Oh,
okay.
man!
Please, Mickey! No! There is a chance that Mickey Mouse will bail me out, but...
What's the percentage?
I have no idea how it works.
At least this game has skip cutscenes.
Oh man, when I'm playing this game casually, skip cutscenes every single cutscene.
It just tends to be very long-winded.
No.
Wow!
Alright, let's do that again.
Mickey, imagine.
Dude, if Mickey showed up that time, I would have been so mad. Alright.
Instant. Yep.
Alright. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking. I was like, no, just go in and attack him. That's not how this game works.
Look at how little they take. Like, Goofy's hitting him non-stop and is taking, like, nothing.
Okay, cool. Alright, pretty good start. Okay, good.
Love the background here.
I'm gonna use a high potion. One of the reasons why this guy is so hard is that he like doesn't really have that many like recovery animations of like him being stunned when I attack him, unless I use a reaction command where I learn his jump command, which only happens when he is very close to me and he does that like dive maneuver. Yeah, this guy is just, I don't know why he is so hard.
Jeez.
Come on, Goofy, take. You got it.
Unreal.
I died in one hit, please.
Dang.
So, from what there's a lot of people arguing about the chance that Mickey shows up on the internet. There's something that says that every time you use him, it reduces the percent chance he shows up by 50%.
Huh.
But I have no idea whether that's true because they're still arguing about it. To this day.
Literally. So the guy that was in charge of KH2, he's now in charge of FF7 Remake?
I mean, Nomura like does everything that matters for Square Enix nowadays.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
What is he doing? I like how Goofy just
Interesting.
constantly
I
follows
did
him.
not know that, so I can dodge while learning the jump command. That's really good to know.
Oh, is that the jump command, that one right there?
No!
Oh my god!
Look at Goofy! Ayo!
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Cool.
And it can happen twice in a row, so... Try to get as much damage off him as possible. Doesn't really matter, because even if Mickey dies, I'll get revived for half health.
Oh, really? That's how it works?
Yeah.
Nice.
You can...
So you can get some damage in here?
You can charge and revive Sora with full health, but honestly, in critical mode, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's like one hit, so what's the difference?
Oh my god, Mickey.
He is, Come on, just do a little damage. Alright.
Nice, nice. Nice! That's some damage.
Totally gonna die. Get away from that. Get away from that. High potion.
Looks like you pretty much just need one good hit on him.
I don't know how to get away from that.
Yeah.
I thought you could guard it, but you can't. Alright.
Oh, you
Are you kidding me? One hit!
One!
Oh my god!
Yes! Mickey!
That's crazy!
I will say that, like I said, I think this is the hardest boss in the game. With your current abilities and what you have at your disposal, I think this is the hardest boss in the game.
Crazy.
That was insane. Nice. Waste this move while you're Mickey.
And you can jump way higher. So I can almost get away from it.
That's just like...
I'm sure there's a way to actually get
Yeah.
away from it, but I
It doesn't happen enough to really, like, learn it. You know what I mean? Oh, come on, a few more, Mickey!
He cannot... So the way that this game works is that you cannot defeat an enemy with...
Oh, okay. You'll just go down to, like, one hit.
And I have to do a finishing command.
Oh, gosh, why?
Alright.
Okay. Oh, gosh, this move. Literally.
Alright, so he's gonna do some stupid garbage immediately.
Oh, no!
Oh god,
Yes,
thank you.
thank gosh! Yeah!
Get in there! Yes! Yes!
Oh my god!
That was crazy.
Good lord! And it was the double Mickey! Double Mickey all the way!
Alright, so there is one more boss, and I'm probably doing this segment. Maybe. Actually, probably not. But there's no boss that's harder than that boss.
Wrecked.
Okay, DBZ.
Nice zipper.
Oh, didn't you know Kingdom Hearts is all about the zippers? It's just constant zippers everywhere.
Zippers for days. Oh, but what was that?
Yeah, tell me all the story. Dude, there was someone who was telling me when they were getting Kingdom Hearts 3, they were like, so which ones have you played? And I was like, 1 and 2 a long time ago. And he was like, wow, good luck with the story. And I was like, yeah, I don't really. I don't really care. Like, if you expect me to be like, have you played every single one? It's like, so many people have told me, yeah, I just watched a YouTube video to be like, here's what you missed. And it's like, yep.
What matters?
Yep.
You weren't hurt by Zaldin.
Zaldin.
You're safe.
Is that like a bad guy from that? Like a
That's the guy that we just...
Oh, that was Zaldin?
Yeah.
For bringing the
So there's a lot of organization members that basically have no relevance at all, and Zaldin's one of them.
Got it.
He's basically, he exists in this world, and then you defeat him, and he actually dies.
You've been good
Which
to
is
me.
unusual.
And you didn't have to be.
Listen, Belle.
Yes, yes,
Yes?
yes.
Say it.
Go on.
You can do it.
We have confidence. Don't be bashful, Mel.
Belle, I'd like you to
Spaghetti
stay.
out of his pockets. Always.
Please.
No.
See ya.
I love Gaston.
I have a boyfriend. Beast, you're a great friend.
So wait,
I'll start.
In the
I'll
canon,
start.
in the canon
Tale
of
as old as
in the canon
time.
of Beauty and the
Spencer,
Beast.
what's your opinion on that live-action remake?
It's so bad. Even Ash hates it, and she loves everything Disney.
Was having fun, all right.
She is rather unique, isn't she?
Always ready
Do you
for
know who
a little
does the
adventure.
voice of
Two of them
Lumiere.
made for
Lumiere.
each other.
Who?
Yeah,
the guy from Law and Order, the original Law and Order, Lenny Briscoe?
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow.
And he also played him on Broadway as well. But he's like a grizzled, hardened detective in Law and Order.
Hey, that's good acting skills. Good acting chops, boys. Do we get to see Based Gummy Ship?
No. I mean, I guess I could do it again.
You don't need to. I didn't know that you could just skip through them. That's pretty based.
Because we already did it the first time, you don't have to do it again.
Literally, where's Sephiroth?
I'm definitely gonna...
Hey.
Oh my god,
Hey.
just thinking about that fight.
Hey,
Feeling any better? Well, same routine.
Meg
One
is the
boy
best
here
character.
thinks his
in
hero
all
days are
this.
over.
Meg is a really,
Phil thinks it's all in
really
his
good
head.
character.
Gorsher, we know you're a hero.
I like Herc's waist.
Boy. How can you mope on a momentous day like today? You're under Jones' back, and you were gonna double stand. After all, your fans won't settle for anything
Hercules
less
is
than a
better
certified
than Beauty
hero.
and the Beast.
Top
I
five.
mean, if you're not up to it, you're gonna
Top
just
five because of James Woods
lose.
I bet you
and Dan.
Excuse me? Hey,
Yeah,
I'm not
Dan-
selfish.
I almost said.
I'm not like those
Yeah.
Dan
tiny,
Aykroyd.
No, I almost said Danny Trejo and Danny
Danny
Trejo.
You know, Machete.
He's in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are back. Yours
Dude,
truly,
Disney back then did such a good job of getting characters with those voices. Gilbert Godfrey. I'm pretty sure they probably had Bobcat Goldthwait at some point do something, right? Like if it was like, oh, it's that guy, you know, you just hear Gilbert Godfrey's voice and you're like, yep, it's him.
We're gonna settle the debate once and for all. The winner reigns supreme.
I like in the
You guessed it.
in certain cutscenes, they don't feel like fully animating
Yeah.
like the faces, and you can tell right
Yeah,
away. Like
right there.
Hades is, but then Hercules, you can tell the face
Yeah.
is just painted on.
That's the
Never see your
the one
girlfriend
thing in
make
Kingdom Hearts 3 that they do the best. Even the automated voice or the mouth movements look really pretty good.
Oh, that's Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
yeah,
it
you're
really
right.
is. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, they literally were like, "Do you have a very unique voice? Be in our Disney movie."
Spin Strike. Oron.
Or in who? I only played Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
That's so funny how they're just like, you know, Disney at some point was like, "Hey, we can't be having no Final Fantasy characters."
It's two things. I think it's partly Disney, and I also think it's partly Nomura. Honestly, he is still extremely mad at how Final Fantasy 15 ended up being. And I think that affected Kingdom Hearts 3.
I thought you-
What? I thought Final Fantasy 15 people liked for the
No,
most part.
he was kicked off the project, and they were like, "You can't do this anymore."
Sorry to drag you down, guys.
Well, didn't it take him a billion years?
Yeah, he did, but
I mean, at some point I'd be like, dude, you gotta finish this project, man. Whoever...
Wow, semifinals? That was quick.
Who's publishing Death Stranding? Or it's like Kojima financing himself.
I think it's Kojima. I mean, Sony definitely is.
Oh, is it a Sony exclusive?
I don't know. I know Sony like said like they're funding something, so it probably is.
Because, like, if Kojima just is, like, funding it himself, it'll never come out of it. I can't believe Ben made that bet with me that Death Stranding would come out in 2019. Seriously, like, and he was like, but Kojima said it's coming out in 2019.
I honestly,
Promise.
like, I honestly thought he was joking for a bit. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, 2019. Oh, you're serious?
I don't even remember what the bet was for. I just remember being like, oh, I can't wait to, like, December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Hey, Ben. What, Happy New Year? No.
Happy Death Stranding.
I just like, and like,
Hey.
Kojima on Twitter, all he posts about is random non-Death Stranding things
yeah.
he's doing. So
Yeah,
he's like,
absolutely.
yesterday he was like, I wrote a review for Aquaman for some Japanese magazine, and I'm like, that's
Why?
that's sure some Death Stranding. Let me tell you right there.
Still
boys.
working.
And granted, he earned the right. He made a ton of games and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
But it's just like, then don't. And he keeps telling people it's 2019. It's like, don't tell people it's 2019. Just stop. Just get out.
Just
of here.
say it'll get done
Okay,
when it
let's
gets done.
State your crime, prisoner.
I exist. That is my
Oh,
crime.
Wow.
It is inexcusable.
oh.
Oh, good. Very good.
What's wrong with boring?
Hey, do you remember spoilers? The end of FF10, where they're just like
Okay,
dreams.
so
Remember
you
that?
made one lousy mistake.
Remember that?
You exist.
Remember when Titus came back?
I'm a forgiving guy.
And
When?
then
You keep your
at the end
end
of
of the
the
deal?
true ending of 10-2.
Confession or two.
Good.
I
And
understand.
10-3.
Defeat Hercules.
10-3 exists.
It does?
What? It does?
It's not a game. It's a light novel that they released in Japan,
Oh.
and it is the most laughable. You should honestly like look up the plot summary or read it.
Alright, I'll read
It is laughable.
it. Okay.
Wow.
X3.
What is this? What is happening?
Hercules and
Oh boy, those joints are very noticeable.
We're clear.
What do you mean?
Lord Hades.
Like the Hades hand attached to his arm. You can't see
Oh,
it right
yeah.
here, but it looks really bad.
Huh. He works out them joints. Oh, I see. It's like,
So that's how he's
Yeah,
controlled.
you can see the hand as like a different model.
what a jerk.
What's happening?
Did you do Pirates again? Or is Pirates in this game?
Pirates is in the next world if we have time.
Excellent. Pirates is always the best world. It like feels the least Kingdom Hearts, but it always works.
I mean, I hate the Pirates world in this game just because of the enemy and the boss design. But
What's wrong, Sora?
the Pirates world in
We're in
3,
trouble.
despite
It's
the
like he
nonsensical
brainwashed
plot, I don't even know what's happening. It's probably the best world in 3.
Is this the game where Little Mermaid World is like a parappa
Yeah, it's just
That'll-
like a musical
Excellent.
thing.
Did you do that yet?
Maybe using the statue.
I did the first 2 of 5 songs, so we still have 3 to do.
See if you can find that
You ready for
statue.
that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Maybe somewhere in the underworld.
I'm trying to find.
I remember when this game came out, all the memes
Tell
were
me
just
anything you believe.
about
We've got a
that.
match coming up.
I'll fight Orin in the final.
No, do it.
Oh, you will.
I'll draw things out to buy you time.
But
Just hurry back. I know you can do it.
Congratulations. You've got it, dear.
Thanks.
On one condition. The Keyblader here and his trusty friends have to meet the winner in one final clash. What do you say?
That'll drive the crowd wild.
It better. I promised the crowd the event of their
Pet vote.
lives.
One thing I realized about 3 is that Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 have
You know, for me, the
Coliseum
rest is smooth
modes
sailing.
because of this world, but 3 doesn't have like an arena mode.
Huh. At
It's
all?
just, it's just not there. And the Hercules world is in 3. It's like
Is-
one of the only ones that actually returns.
Is there a bunch of post-game content?
But no.
Oh, really? Like
It is.
nothing?
It is like they unlock 14 challenges, which is just like hard. Oh. You want to see the most sick trick in the world?
Wait, okay.
Bruh.
So am I actually?
Bruh! Yeah, it's like a 30.
Can I make it? Can I make it the whole way down? Go 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 go! Aww.
So am I supposed to be looking up 2.5 or 3?
What? Oh, Final Fantasy X-3.
Right, but 10.3 or 10.2.5?
Is it
Because
just?
2.5 is also a thing?
Oh, is 2.5? That might be what I'm referencing.
Okay,
I don't know.
alright, that's fine. I'm trying to, like, find it, and it's like, this is hard.
Now that is entertaining.
This is a great battle.
They're sad.
Just why? Why is that there?
Alright, you ready for...
Also, I like how you just go straight up without having to power it in any way.
You ready for a short plot summary of 2.5?
Here we go.
got it.
Like, are we...
Yeah, go.
Okay, good.
That's me.
A short
Don't
plot...
do it, Donald! Oh my god, I hate this so much.
It is not
A short plot outline is detailed here. Yuna and Titus got stranded on an island. Titus is unable to concentrate on battle because of Yuna's swimsuit. They argue. The beach is covered in blitz balls. Titus kicks one of them in anger. It's actually a bomb. His head gets blown off his body. It lands next to Yuna and explodes. Yuna passes out.
Yeah.
It's either created by an ancient summoner or a refuge for summoners to hide during the Machina War. There is a
Nobody's
mysterious old man on the island. Yuna resurrects Titus through the far plane by whistling. They have sex to create a new faith. She realizes this Titus is different than the Titus she knew. They break up. The new faith has revived all dead life on Spira. Sin is reborn anew.
I don't think so.
And that's 2.5.
That is a canon thing that someone wrote. It is not fanfiction.
Wow. Really?
So
It was-
maybe they'll make a 3 and it'll reference all of that.
I like how the entirety of the first one is you just have to beat Sin, but then it's like in 2.5 it's like Sin's back, baby. I'm back, baby.
And Sin is Titus, and not Jecht. Oh, spoilers.
Oh no!
For a game that's 20 years
Do you know Snape kills Dumbledore?
What? That's not even the best spoiler. Like, I mean, like, that's not even the worst spoiler, actually.
What's the worst spoiler?
Like Snape kills Dumbledore, but Dumbledore, like, planned it to happen. Like, Snape kills Dumbledore is like, whoa, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they were in cahoots, and it was a plan all along. Like, that's the bigger spoiler.
Yeah. What's like the biggest spoiler? Oh, the biggest spoiler of all time is Darth Vader is... Spoilers!
Did you know that, Pamela, we watched that, we were married for, like, a year or so, and then Pamela, like, hadn't watched any Star Wars movies. And so we finally sat down to watch it, and she honestly didn't know that Darth Vader was
So she was like,
Luke's father.
no.
She's heard that line a million times, and she just was waiting for Obi-Wan to say it. Because she's always heard, Luke, I am your father. And she just assumed Obi-Wan would say it at some point.
But he doesn't even... That's not even the line.
Right, exactly. But, like, she's heard everybody parody it. Like, when they parody it, that's what they say.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And so she was
Wow.
like... And so, like... When it happened, she was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "That's amazing."
Oh my God.
I was like, "That's
Imagine
amazing."
being a full-grown adult and
Right.
being like, "What?"
The best is people that are German or at least know German well enough are like, Vader means father. And then it's like, how did anybody not know this from the beginning of the thing? His name is Darth Father. I wonder whose father he is. Oh, probably the main character.
I played by the rules so far.
You know what I gotta watch again? I watch this every year or two because it's the most Kino thing ever made. Is the making of Star Wars Episode 1. It's like a 45-minute video on YouTube, and it's
so
the
good.
greatest thing ever. Just seeing
1,000 yes men stand around George
seeing Lucas unabridged in a room with only yes men is amazing, and like it really, the way they edited and everything, like I can't believe they released it. Like they released it as part of like an official Star Wars thing. It's like a great Greek tragedy when he's sitting in the
And
it's
he
like
says,
and he says
I think we got too far.
he's sitting watching it like a month before it comes out and goes, I think we may have gone too far in some places. It's like, that's like a great Greek tragedy that you're like, oh my God, like that, you can't make it better than that.
No,
if you
so
told
good.
that story, you'd be like, nah.
No, that's not believable.
So
I need to make
good.
it more realistic.
Oh my God, it really is
Well, you still got
pure.
lots to deal with.
10 out of 10. Wow.
So, an interesting fan theory that, like, I definitely,
Instantly RN out of there.
yeah, get out, that I definitely subscribe to, is, like, in the lead up to Episode 1, right, and after it first came out.
So this is a million times easier than the last battle.
You also can't win it.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
But yes, once you actually can fight him, it's a million
We
times
can't
easier.
win.
Because it's his underwear.
Lucas, in multiple interviews, talked about how Jar Jar Binks was his favorite character, right? And everybody makes a meme out of that, and it's funny or whatever. But there is a
True hero should be able to help.
like fan theory that Darth
I owe you one, Hades.
like a secret enemy,
I
right,
didn't hesitate to give my
was
life for
going
minutes,
like
and then I remembered.
was going to end up being revealed
Measured by the
as
strength
Jar
of
Jar
his
Binks.
heart.
Like he was faking it the whole time. And that would make him an interesting character if he was actually like a bad guy.
I'll never
But
forget that.
everybody hated on him so much
know
that
what
Lucas
Freddy's
changed
done.
the story. That's what people think.
People
And
always do
then the
crazy
story
things
is all
when they're
convoluted
well.
in the next two because like he literally just was like, I have to change this because everybody hates Jar Jar Binks.
So he was gonna be like one of the main bad guys or whatever?
Yeah, like he because there's
Is
this
that why
great.
Jar Jar Binks becomes like a senator? It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
what
right.
is happening?
Well, if you watch the first one, like so this guy breaks down like how many times Jar Jar like does something amazing bumblingly, like, and it's like really incredible. Like some of the stuff he does, you're like, what? But like you just chalk it up to like him being a bumbling idiot and just like being very lucky. But it's like maybe he's actually really, really powerful and is like pretending to be as inept as possible while still like killing lots of enemies and like acrobatically like jumping all over the place. And it's like, fine. I like to choose to believe that because I find it hard to believe that George Lucas was like, Jar Jar Binks is my favorite character of all time of all of the Star Wars movies. And if he was just literally an idiot, like, then it makes me angry. But if he was supposed to be like some greater story point and then he gave up on that story because everybody hated him so bad, then it's like, cool. Also, it's really, there's...
Oh, look at that
nice.
boss.
You wrecked.
Comparison.
There's a great interview with the guy who played Jar Jar Binks and how it basically ruined his life to play that character because
Even just as a voice actor?
yeah, like because he did so much press like leading up to it.
Because I can understand
like-
like the guy that played Anakin, like his like
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not over
But yeah, Anakin and Jar Jar Binks just had a terrible life after Phantom Menace.
Did the actor that played Obi-Wan, was he like not
The original?
ridiculed? No, like the
Liam Neeson? He's like in a million things.
No. Ewan McGregor. Liam Neeson plays the other.
Oh.
No, Ewan McGregor's great.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
both
only
be good.
thing people like about the prequels. In fact, they plan on making an Obi-Wan like intermediate movie between the prequels and the original trilogy.
They
And
made
it
an
would be
Obi-Wan
Ewan McGregor.
game that I've never played ever.
Oh, it's an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
I suppose.
OG Xbox.
I should think.
But yeah, Obi-Wan's
Not at all.
the only
Fine.
redeeming thing of the prequels.
I mean,
It's funny because
sure,
all
you could make
the
us a little.
adult people ended up
should say
having
what
like
you
great
mean.
careers, but then they blamed it on the damn kid, like the actual
Right.
kid. Like you can't have a career and everything's worse. But like Natalie
guess
Portman and everyone else are like
Yeah.
huge characters.
Right.
So like that's kind of lame.
But literally everybody who plays Anakin, like the kid, and then also
Oh, what
like,
happened to what's his
the
name?
teenager?
Yeah,
like,
what
he-
happened to the teenager?
Yeah,
Does
no
he
one
do
likes
anything?
him either.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like at least Jake Lloyd wasn't. I mean, it sucks because he's baby Darth Vader and he's acts like a crazy person. But that's writing. Like that's just writing to make him be like that. Like what's his name
Thanks
was
again,
just a
guys.
bad actor.
You're the
It's
best.
like I hate sand.